So today is a big day for multiple reasons. First of all, it's Martin Luther King Day. We're going to get to that in a little bit. I'm going to do a segment on the aspects of his legacy that people don't want you to remember or talk about or continue to fight for. But also, on a selfish personal note here, it's the 1,300th episode of Secular Talk. Wow. That's a lot of shows. And I'm turning 30 soon. January 31st, I turn 30. So you got all these like weird milestones coming up. I have to say, 30 is the first one where I'm like, oh, fuck. Shit just got real. I've never been one of those people to go, whoa. It's this age? Like, I didn't feel that way when I turned 20. I didn't feel that way when I turned 21. And it became legal to do everything. I didn't feel that way when I turned 25. I didn't feel that way when I turned 29. I didn't feel that way the first time I became a teen. It was just, whatever, another year. Let's go. It doesn't mean anything. But 30, I'm like, whoa. Because you know what it is? That's undeniably an adult. That's like, so you can't, even when you're 29, you can kind of get away with enough wiggle room to be like, yeah, I'm a kid, you know? Even though it's not, I know, but you're an adult. But since there's a 2 in front there, it feels like, yeah, it's not, you're still just young. But when you're 30, it's just adult. At least that's my perception of it. So 30th birthday is coming up. What a weird one. Weird feeling. 1,300 episodes of Secular Talk. That's the episode that we're doing at this moment. And it started, we don't need to get into the history of it, and I don't know if that would bore you guys to tears, but the YouTube channel launched in 2008. Now, at the time, it was only a hobby, and it didn't become a full-time thing until much later on, about 2012 or 2013 is when it became full-time, but 2008, I mean, that's fucking 10 years ago. Isn't that crazy? That's so weird to think about. But 1,300 episodes, turning 30, and then as I speak to everybody right now, the number of total views on the Secular Talk channel is 397,133,000. So we're going to be crossing 400 million views in a very short amount of time within the next few days or so. So yeah, weird. All of these things kind of lining up. So I just wanted to thank everybody for coming along for the ride and watching the show. Obviously, if it wasn't for you guys, I would be a crazy person who should be in a straitjacket, screaming at the top of my lungs to myself. And make no mistake about it, that is what I'd be doing if you weren't listening. I'd be sitting in a room by myself like, can you believe fucking Paul Ryan? He did it again. This asshole. But obviously it's a significantly more enjoyable experience having all of you along on the ride with me. We hope to continue down that path. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to say thank you, and I appreciate all the love and support in every which way. If you listen to the show, if you spread it through word of mouth, if you're a patron to the show, deeply appreciate that. Patreon.com/seculartalk. And, you know, you guys kind of put the show on your shoulders through tumultuous times, because that's what it is with Adpocalypse and kind of permanently being in a lower status than we used to be in the eyes of YouTube. You know, Jimmy Dore was talking about this the other day, how apparently what they're doing now, the algorithm's all fucked up. I knew the algorithm was trying to deprioritize our shit along with other independent media outlets. But Jimmy made an interesting point. He said, well, if you go look at some of the videos from MSNBC and CNN, now those are just through the fucking roof in terms of views. They're getting numbers that they never saw before. And so his theory is not only are they deprioritizing us, but they're also prioritizing classic mainstream shitty corporate media. And even though there's a lot of the deck is stacked against us, I think I'm optimistic in the long run because, listen, there's no way Wolf Blitzer is going to compete with me. There's no, you put that asshole on YouTube, nobody's going to subscribe, nobody's going to watch because he's not interested and he doesn't care. He doesn't care about the news. And this isn't just on the media front. It's also when it comes to politicians. Take Allison Hartson or Paula Jean Swearingen. Even with them not taking corporate money and being at a massive disadvantage, a systemic disadvantage with corporate Democrats who can take that big money and then get noticed more in mainstream media, I still think we can overcome those hurdles and those barriers. And it's a pain in the ass, but I think we can do it. And the fact that I'm still sitting here is a testament to that. The fact that we're fucking 10 years into this thing and we're still going strong and we're about to cross 400 million views, I think that says something. Showing up is 9/10 of the battle. So if we just keep going and keep fighting on every front, I think we can win. So thanks everybody for being with me for the ride, and I hope it continues.